This message is not for everybody, but it's for someone or people. And that is, it might be time for you to, I know, you probably already did your spring cleaning. You probably already did, um, just some reorganizing and things like that. But for some people, it's really time to do a deep, deep, deep removal of a lot of things that are no longer serving you. And, if this is you and if it's something that you've been thinking about, then guess what? When we have things that we don't use and that we're holding on to, it only holds us down. It only holds us into like a space of heaviness. And so sometimes we might not even realize that the things that we have around us, the things that we have in our home that is like, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like clutter, but it's things that is just not being used. It's things that are just done. It's things that, you can give away, throw away, trade, you know, sell, whatever it is, and you will get that mental clarity. Like, have you ever like organized your sock drawer, or organize your spoons or forks, instead of just like tossing them in, once they're washed, tossing them into the dishwasher or something like that. Well, this is the thing. That's when when things start to lift off and there's starting to be a easiness, a lightness that happens. And so for some of us, it's time to just release. I know a lot of people are talking about, letting go, releasing of things, just because, people are like, I got 5 of these things, and, I didn't even use the first one. And man, and all of these things is just holding me back. You're like, there's things I can help some people. I can give this away. Like, I don't have to have all these things. Or some things are just like looking like clutter. Some we might just be in a space where that's like, okay, things need to change now. Like, it's not just because of summer, but because there's a releasing, because there's a letting go. And it's just like when there's a buildup, we might think that we got a bunch of different things and it's like it looks so nice and cool, but then it's a build up. And this build up is like you just want to be in this space. You just want to be in this area because you're like getting so attached. But now it's a detachment phase where it's time to clear out, to clean out. So we may have accumulated so many things, but guess what? Somebody probably asked you for something a while back and they said, or they might not have asked you, they said, wow, that looks really nice. Man, I always wanted one of these. And if you know that that's probably you, or this is a message for you, you know what, and you know that you wouldn't miss it if it was gone and you really don't need it, and it would be a blessing. It would be so much more amazing and beautiful for that person to have it, for that family, for that friend, for that individual, for that organization. If you can be able to give a gift, or something that you no longer using, or even if you're using, you can say, you know what, I'm going to gift this to them because I think that this will really benefit them. And I just want to do something nice, a random act of kindness. Releasing things in that way allows for other things to come in. Now, I don't mean other material things necessarily. I mean, it could be a new idea. It could be a new relationship. It can be a new connection with something that you were working on a project, on a business, on some type of a program that you need to accomplish and you've been wanting. When we give things away, it's a chance for us to receive. But when we let things out, we clear things out so that we can have space, so that we can see, oh wow, I really didn't need this. Now you can also have it where your mind can be free, where it can be open, where now that you have more clarity. And so letting go of things, cleaning and clearing out, releasing and letting go, and not being attached to the things, to the material things that you have, because guess what? Things are going to pass. Things are going to go. Heaven and earth, that's going to pass. Like all of these things that we accumulated, is eventually you're going to get bored of it, or you're going to get tired of it. We accumulate so much stuff in this society. Like we get, buy, sell, sell, sell. It's this season. Now it's this season. Now it's this season. Now I got a crock pot. I got a dehydrator. I got this. I got that. I got that. And you're like, when you did you use it? It's still in the box, girl. You're like, come on. Like, listen, I used it once. Well, I was going to get, like, I may need something you have. You may need something I have. She may need, he may need. all these different things. Like there's a whole exchange. I know they have these markets, but sometimes it could be a little bit more personal. Sometimes we can give. If we give, we can receive. Giving, receiving, making life a better place, a better space than what it was. So just think about releasing. Think about clearing out. Thinking about getting rid of. Thinking about doing a deep center cleaning and not even being attached to it. If somebody comes in and says, hey, they need this, or they try to do different things, listen, just let it go. Just let it go, because guess what? That's where you release, you let go, and you have no attachment to things. Because look, this is material. It can be brought back over. And the levels that you're about to go on, if this is for you, if you release some of these things, the levels if you let go, you clean out, the levels that you really was praying for, like you happy about this, but you got like something else that God is about to do that can't no man put asunder. You're like, this and what I'm about. There's no comparison. Like there's no comparison. So let it go. Like literally let it go, because you're about to come into some amazing good fortunes, good things. You are prosperity. Just say it. Just feel it. Just feel it. I am prosperity. I am wealth. I am health. I am wise. I am mature. Every good thing happens to me. Today is the day of my good fortune. Everything is always working out for me. I hope you enjoy this message. I hope there was something that you were able to get from it. Clear out, let it go. Understand that the world is changing. You know, people are needing things. People are getting out in nature, letting things go. People selling their homes, selling their cars, selling things and getting in nature, leaving, going off the grid, like all kind of stuff. People are like, look, this is not about to hold me back. I'm not about to be attached. I'm not about to have this weigh me down. And people can do whatever they want. Because listen, there's freedom in letting go. There's freedom in clearing and cleaning out. There's freedom in just being you, your natural, true self. Because if you got it, you can get it again and more. And you'll see that this was nothing. Like, you're grateful for it. Be grateful. Now, always be grateful. Always be thankful. But remember, some things it's time to close the chapter on. Some things it's time to close the book. And if there's some things that you need to get rid of, give yourself permission to get rid of them. Give yourself permission to clean it out. All right? So we want to be in divine order, sublime order. I've got a video out. I want you to check it out. It is all about like clearing out, cleansing, letting go, getting in divine order. It's called divine order, sublime order, and that's a deep clean. That's a deep dive. That's letting go of like stuff that you even like, that you want, just so that you can hear God, just so that you can release and let go. So if that resonates with you, please check that video. I'm going to try to link it in here so you can see the description of it. Also, Catherine, I'm coming with her last name right now, but she says this quote, I now release all worn out things, worn out conditions, and worn out relationships. And now my mind is centered, I believe, like in the mind in the mind of Christ. And I welcome in everything that is good, prosperity, peace, love, joy, happiness, and all good things. Now, those are not the exact words on that last part, but the part that I really love is she said, I now let go and release all worn out things, worn out conditions, and worn out relationships. Is that you? It might not be material. It might be conditions, worn out. It might be relationships, worn out. It might be things. But when you let that go, and now you put in, because remember, you can't just clean something out and then not do anything after, because that's when things come in 7 times harder. So once you clean something out, you have to put something back in. So whatever it's not, if you're not going to fill that space, you have to put your mindset in a space of, okay, I'm clearing out that space, and I'm going to get this space as a more of a space for mental clarity, where my mind can think, and that I can say more affirmations, I can do things that are going to uplift me. Or if you're clearing some things out and you're putting in new, you're getting rid of the old, you're like, look, you know what, I'm preparing my manifestations, that I know that I can have more than what I can think, ask for, believe. So I'm believing for a better chair, or a better home, or a better refrigerator, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you need, whatever you're believing for. But you're clearing the old, worn out, to get something different. But we have to let go of something so that we can get something. And there's an exchange. And if you can't have the same there, because you can't pour old wine in a new, old wine. What is it, the scripture, like, you got old wine with new wine, like in the skin, like it'll break. The glass will basically like mess up, like it'll fizz out, like it's not good, right? You're not even gonna mix it. So it's like water and oil, like it doesn't go. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's time to let go. It's time to clean out. It's time to clear out. And have a beautiful, wonderful day. Wherever you are in the world, whether it's day, afternoon, or night, I am blowing kisses to the globe. My name is Tanisha Portier. As always, smile. Keep smiling.